Hey everyone, and welcome back to Final Fantasy XVI. When we last left off, we had made our way to Oriflamme with Cid, and we are there to, I think, take out the Mother Crystal or take out the Empire or something. I actually can't remember. Like obviously we want to stop the Empire and they're used to the crystals, but I can't remember like precisely what we're trying to do. Like maybe we're trying to take down the mountain. Who knows? Well, but people are using magic and it's bad and it's killing the world, so we got to do something about the crystals. And whether that means taking out the Empire or the Mother Crystal or both, I don't know. We'll see. Let's jump into it. Continue. All right, so we have a decision to make right out the gate. And that is whether we are going to do arcade mode or continue with the story, because the next story mission is ready to go. But arcade mode is also available. So, which mode, my friends? Putting up the poll right now, and I'll let this one run for a little bit, just because people are starting to show up. Let's see. While I'm letting that run, anything new here? Nope. We at the end of the last stream we checked our Alliant reports, and there was nothing new. So we've done all of the side quests. It did tell us that the upcoming the upcoming story bit, the upcoming chapter, is a pivotal part of the story. So like significant things are apparently going to happen. So it just kind of gave us that warning of like, hey, you should do things that you want to do now because you might not be able to do them later. So a little point of no return warning that it gave us. But yeah, nothing new here. How's my gear looking? Let's see. Actually, how is my pedigree with Torgal? It's pretty good. 4 bars, I guess. My gear. Okay. Defense 10. You know, maybe we should replace that. You know, I think I'm gonna replace this. Maybe. I don't know. Maybe we'll do Will of Fire. I do really like Rising Flames. It does a lot of damage. Let's try it.
Clive, was it?
Alrighty, well, the poll's been going for a little while, and the people have spoken. We are going to do some arcade mode. It has barely won out.
I heard Otto barking at his lot earlier.
So, been a little while since we did arcade mode.
What do you suppose it could be?
Alright, so there's actually only 2 we haven't done, so we didn't get too far. So, we're at the King's Fall. We have no score for it. Trying to remember. Oh, is this the fight with the Dragoon? I didn't think that was worthy of arcade mode. All right. Oh, and I didn't try out that new ability. Skip this. I got some crazy new ability for AoE for my fire.
This is stupid. I'm the dominant of fire. We sent Galv on a wild goose chase.
Alright, so this should be a fairly quick one if I remember correctly.
More killing. And for what?
Jeez, what? That is so powerful. Holy crap. Alright guys, I've determined that it's pretty good. It's not bad. Alright, that was an S. Holy crap, that was powerful. The screen nuke, pretty much. Ah, that's right. This is our first Minotaur fight, I think. Yeah. It's all beefy boy. Shick 'em, Torval.
Sick of Torgal.
Shick 'em.
Not this time.
Broke 'em. Limit break. Yeah, I think I should use the limit break outside of stagger. Actually. Well, I don't know. I'm still very unimpressed with limit break, but it's okay. And I'm in the zone tonight. Dodging everything. I'm unhittable. Oh, get countered. I came to play. Oh, I think the cooldown on this is like ridiculous. But let's use it. My God. A little ridiculous. Alright.
Perfect little shortcut, Sid. Straight to a nest of bloodthirsty beasts.
You just realized they lower your level for arcade mode? Yeah. They also don't give you any items, so all of your healing items that you have at the beginning, like, you just have to make do with those. And I like that. Where am I supposed to go? Oh, over here.
Can't be much further now.
Yeah, look at the cooldown on that ability. I don't know if that's worth it. It is ridiculously powerful, though. Maybe it's worth it? I don't know.
Sick of Torgal.
Yeah, I don't know. It is incredible at taking out a whole group, though. That's an S. Maybe when you master it, the cooldown decreases. Maybe. Mastering it is a lot of AP, though. I know that. It was a ton of AP to buy it. A Minotaur!
Come on. Let me through.
Oh, he got me. Oh, what am I doing? That's terrible.
Not this time.
Do it!
You know what to do, boy.
Oh, that's right. That ability heals me too. I forgot about that part of it. Oh, it's so ridiculous.
Torgal. Get him. You know what to do, boy. There, boy. Weak wins.
As much as I do like that Phoenix ability. What was that? Oh, no. As much as I do like that Phoenix ability, I think we're going to switch. Oh. Oh, can I not? Oh, that's right. It locks in your power choices. I forgot about that. All right, never mind. We're stuck. Are we already at the Dragoon fight? Oh, almost.
You made your choice. That's enough. Get up. It's over.
It's so weird when you do that kind of move right on the ledge and they don't fly. Oh, they're angry.
There he is.
Can't skip this.
Escape! Kill the deserter!
Clive, what's the situation?
You're late. Captain Trouble!
What?
The Imperials are on his tail. We have to get to him before they do.
Understood. I'm here to even the odds. Any objections? I'll take the dragon. You take the dragoon.
Who's that?
Unleash the Phoenix! Let me break.
One down, one to go.
Who needs to see? Not me. Oh, get countered.
You know what to do, boy. There, boy. Get him, boy. Get him.
Oh, I jumped too late. Oh, jeez. I guess he's going faster than before. All right.
Not this time.
Potion to be safe. Ah, jeez. Terrible. See, that time he went slow. Ah, and that time he went fast. What the? All right, whatever. It's. All right, this is the craziness.
Since when could these bastards fly? But what goes up must come down. Bloody time waster. Come on, let's finish him off.
The Phoenix. I don't know. For single targets, actually not that good. is done. S. Safe to say we got S. Oh. Do you get any rewards for arcade mode? Not that I've seen. Defeated 4 enemies simultaneously with Mark of the Slaughter 3. Dealt massive damage while semi-primed, apparently. Took no damage from the Knight of the Dying Sun's Mirage Dive ability. Suffered no damage during the entire battle. Landed 10 attacks or shots immediately following a precision dodge. Attacked without pause for the duration of the stage's battles. Increased damage multiplier to 1.5 times while an enemy was staggered. Chained a combo for 15 or more seconds. Parried an attack. Executed a precision dodge 10 times. Delivered a punishing blow to an enemy. Killed a target with deadly embrace. And landed a combined total of 10 shift strikes and shift shots. All right, are we doing arcade mode again? Or are we moving on? It is up to you all. Which mode? Arcade or story? I almost put store. Story. What will it be? Hi, I'm playing Shadow of War and trying to unlock the Witch King's vision. I have the mind break ability, but it still says it's locked. Can someone help, please? I would love to help you, but it's been so long since I played Shadow of War, I cannot remember any sort of minutia like that. So I have no clue. I wish I could help, but yeah. How am I liking the game? It looks awesome. I am enjoying it quite a bit. I am definitely having a good time. All right, the people have spoken once again, and we're gonna knock out arcade mode, and then we'll be completely caught up. So arcade mode it is, the Phoenix Gate Ruins. And I wonder if we have to go through, like, if this is the whole thing, or just the Clive v. Clive fight. Oh, I forgot to switch my ability. Dang it. I'm gonna be locked in now. All right, looks like it is the whole thing.
Another gate. Let's see if this one opens. Could this place really be a fallen ruin?
I love the way
Hardly
this
call
looks.
it a ruin. It's perfect. Like it was built yesterday.
Escape. Overpowered! Just killed everything. Oh, man.
It's over. Keep your distance, boy. How can these things still function?
How can any of this? This must be what the fallen ruins were like before they fell.
Alright, so far, dominating.
Wake wind!
Over here.
Give them all you've got, boy. Stay down.
See. Oof. Alright, that leg sucked. That's very low. I still can't change my abilities, huh? I cannot. Wait. What's going on here? Maybe I went the wrong way. Oh, do I stand on? Oh, wait, I go this way. I want to run. Go faster, Clive.
Looks like it can take a beating.
Then let's give it one.
Ooh. Oh, I remember that move. That was pretty cool.
Not this time. Garuda, lend me your...
Hey!
This makes sense to you?
None. Let's find the hooded man and leave.
Well, this is not great. I think it's because I'm just not using enough powers because my one is just always on cooldown. But this is gonna be difficult. How can that be a C? You didn't even get hit. Getting hit actually has no bearing on it. It's kind of silly. I'm not a huge fan of the scoring system, but it's basically just like the flashier things that you do, the more points you get. But the accolades do seem to be all skill based, like doing precision dodges and not getting hit and things like that. So the accolades could push me over the top because I feel like I'm doing well. But in terms of like my flashiness, it's hasn't been that great.
What the hell are they?
Whatever they are, I don't think they're friendly.
That's enough. Sick 'em, Torgal.
And actually, you know, I think the limit break. Oh, why did I do that? I'm so used to using this ability often. I think the limit break is actually bad for points. So maybe I shouldn't use it. Uh-oh. A again, yeah. Well, I don't think we're gonna get this, but we'll see. I'll give it my best shot. There are still all of the Clive battles.
Joshua have had to run this gauntlet too?
No. At least not that I ever heard about. I imagine the Phoenix would receive a warmer welcome.
Here we go again. Where will we end up this time?
Surrounded by contraptions hell-bent on murdering us, I expect. Could the hooded man really have taken this path?
We won't know until we've followed it all the way to the end. Come on, let's keep looking.
This won't be easy.
How many are there? That's a decent amount. Oh, dodge that drone. Do it! Should be big points. Yeah. Yeah. Oh, I didn't even see my health. Ah, hey, knock it out. Boom. Oh, I'm doing so terribly. God. This is the problem with this setup. I'm trying so hard to just do cool stuff that I'm not dodging anything.
Not this time.
Alright, heal me, Portal. And what's weird is like getting my butt kicked like that actually won't have any effect on my sword.
My wounds, boy.
Oh, why did I do that? Yeah, I gotta get this ability off of here. It's just screwing up my whole rhythm. Alright, that sucked. And it's an S somehow. I really hate the scoring system. Has that to beat my score? I have no idea. Honestly, I don't really care because of the way they're doing the scoring. If the scoring was more skill-based, in my opinion, I would care more about it if you beat me.
It's over.
Look out! There's more of them.
They'll fall like the rest. That's enough. Need to end this quickly.
Dude, why am I taking so much damage?
Better already.
Is he gonna blow? No.
Finished.
I somehow doubt at this point that I make it through the whole level without dying. Let's see. Yeah, A again. Ah, that sucks. Hey Chrome Abyss, welcome to the stream. I think this is a boss fight. We'll use this. Really? Oh, come on, I dodged that one. I didn't dodge that one, that was bad. Oh, got him.
Over here. Sick of Toggle. There, boy. Over here. Sick of Toggle. You know what to do, boy. Get him.
That stagger damage sucks.
It's drawing in energy.
Not for long, it isn't. With me. Get him, boy. Sick of Toggle.
Hurry up.
Get him, boy. Get him.
Finish him already. My God.
Get him.
Got him. Jeez.
It's down.
This is our chance.
Iron Giant coming down. Ah, jeez. Oh, come on, no! Dang it.
Too slow.
Stagger.
Get him.
Do this. Yeah, that heal is okay. The heal might be what saves me though. We'll see. Alright, so was that S? That was
Is that
S.
some kind of mural?
It's worth a closer look, whatever it is.
Well, I still have to finish with only one potion. So that's not great. But we did pretty good on the Iron Giant. It was that first boss that was absolutely terrible. right, this guy.
Sick of Torgal. What was that?
It's so hard to see when you use the limit break.
You know what to do, boy. Get him, boy.
That's more like. Heal me, Torgal. Alright, you know what? I'm gonna heal off of this. And probably stagger. Not quite. There it is.
What the hell was that thing?
Yes!
It wasn't like the others.
It would seem this place holds even more secrets than we thought.
Okay, wait. Thought I was. Am I going this way? No, that's where I came in. Alright. Oh, here we go.
Look out! Garuda, lend me! It's over.
What have we here?
Another fallen wonder.
Okay. And this side over here.
This might take a while.
Boom. Oh. Fatal Attraction. Defeat 5 enemies in the air after using Deadly Embrace, excluding battles in the Hall of Virtue. Okay.
Lights.
Well, that did something.
Hey, I can skip this one. Alright, I believe we're at the Clive battles. This particular chapter has a lot of legs.
It all seems to lead to this room.
And look what's in it.
Here we go, big angry. Get out of there! You're so slow flying. Very concerning. Here, do this. Now he moved on me. That's rude. Alright, I hate that ability. I actually dodged though, holy crap. I knew I was capable. Do this. I really hate this one because it's just so hard to hit him. This is my least favorite fight. Not the whole thing, because the whole thing together is awesome, but like specifically fighting Ifrit in the first part is so awful.
Not this time.
Come for you, Ifrit.
Not this time.
Stop your nonsense. Uh-oh. Woo, that was close. Ah, I tried to wait to parry it. That's, oh, come on. Staggered, he's done. Actually, you know what? I'm gonna use this. Get some health out of it. Really? Can't skip this? Alright.
Still you deny it. Even when the truth's staring right at you.
Come on, Clive. Face your fears.
Hit me up with that stone skill.
Not this time.
Oh, that's right. He can freaking combo right after that. Oh my god. This. Like it. You like that, huh? Limit break. Oh, that was terrible.
Too slow. Not this time.
Oh no! that's the best move to use while staggered. Probably not. It actually did a lot. Maybe it was worth it.
I see. You'd have me learn by example.
Oh, no! Oh, he got me good.
Not this time.
Two can play the limit break game. No! Oh, I did that way too early. Oh, I got away with it. Staggered. Oh, I screwed that up. Ah! That was so bad. I don't know why I thought I could counter that. that was very poor decision making on my part. No! Alright, I was doing well, then things went not so well. That's alright, I'm gonna finish this off. Get away from me! Oh, I just barely didn't get that in. No skip? No skip.
No escape, eh? It's all right. I'm done running from you. Together, then. It's time to find out who we are, once and for all. Yourself, Ifrit.
Here we go. Oh, got the parry. Oh, that was a perfect one. That was perfect. $9,190 damage. I just smoked him. Oh, I gotta fight him like this again? Oh no, I turned into it.
I know the truth of it now. You are not afraid. I am.
Alright, was it good enough? I don't know. Ooh, I don't know. The last part was solid. The beginning, not so much. We got a decent amount of accolades, though. Maybe that'll push us over the edge. Got it! Ha 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 ha. Nice. Let's see. Mark of the Dismantler swiftly thwarted the Iron Giant's atomic ray ability. Well, I wouldn't say swiftly, but we did take care of it. Thoroughly exploited the Iron Giant's vulnerability, I guess. Suffered no damage during the entire battle. Landed 10 attacks or shots immediately following a precision dodge. Attacked without pause for the duration of the stage's battles. Defeated 4 enemies simultaneously. Increased damage multiplied 1.5 times while an enemy was staggered. Chained a combo for 20 seconds or more. Dealt massive damage while semi-primed. Parried an attack 3 times. Executed a precision dodge 30 times. Delivered a punishing blow to 8 enemies. Killed the target with Deadly Embrace. Drew 10 enemies to your position using Deadly Embrace. And landed a combined total of 10 shift strikes or shift shots. Alright, I was not confident I was going to pull that one out. But finished strong and got the job done. As much as I do like that Phoenix ability, we're switching off of it. Alright, so we're all caught up on arcade mode. We've got S's on all of them. So, we are ready to continue the story. Let me switch my ability now. Wait. Wait, was I actually able to switch it before? No. No, I do it here. And this screen was not available. Alright, so Flames Rebirth, as cool as it is, I think I prefer Scarlet Cyclone. I never did try Will of the Wikes, but I don't know. Like, it just doesn't look all that impressive. Like, why would I care about that? I don't know. Remind me to try it at some point, but I want my Scarlet Cyclone back. Alright, story time. Did you see the little tip I put on the last stream's VOD? I don't think so, Lumina. I really, the more potions and the more you fail to connect combos and perfectly get those techniques off, the more score. I don't think that's true on potions at all. There doesn't seem to be any correlation. I really actually despise the scoring system. I'm not a big fan. It just seems to be do flashy moves and score go up. Doesn't matter how much you get hit. I guess like I said, the accolades do contribute actually a decent amount to the score, so there is that skill component, but the rest of it is just kind of like, do cool looking stuff. So Drake's Head, Oriflamme, holy capital of Sanbreque. In majestic silence has Drake's Head ever stood vigil over the empire of Sanbreque and its bejeweled capital. Let's go. You have reached a pivotal moment in the story. If you continue, you will not be able to return. Proceed? Yes.
There are not nearly enough men here.
Then it's fortunate the city guard doesn't take sentry assignment as seriously as you do. This bodes well.
That'll be a first. This may not be such a terrible plan after all.
And what exactly is that supposed to mean?
Only that your last secret shortcut was nowhere near as secret as you claimed.
Yeah, but that's half the fun of it. Life's too short for perfect plans. You want a plan that'll keep you on your toes, stop you growing old and complacent.
Worked for you, has it?
Clive, my boy, even life's smallest challenges offer the opportunity to grow and to change. You must embrace these moments. Allow them to suffuse your heart with a deep sense of fulfillment.
Narrowly escaping death at the hands of an enemy is not my idea of fulfillment.
Something wrong?
Not at all. Just wondering if the two of you had finished.
Right. We make for the Mother Crystal's heart as planned. Destroy it and the whole thing should come tumbling down.
And if the passage to the inner sanctum is guarded?
Then we embrace the moment and use it to grow and change.
Guess that's one way to describe it. The Crystal's Curse.
Come on, this way.
So we are going for the Mother Crystal.
Trying
after
to stay
all.
out of sight.
Obviously.
Don't worry, the passage is empty.
Ooh, blue things. Oh, those are just crystal shards. Looks like it. Man, they got a bunch of them. Then again, they've got a big supply right there. What's going on down here? Yeah, essentially when you're on the ability screen, press triangle to show more details. I mean, are there details I'm missing? The abilities seem pretty straightforward to me. Oh, maybe you're talking about when you upgrade, when it just says, hey, you're mastering it, and I didn't know what that does. Maybe that's what you're talking about?
All right, not quite empty. Let's get this over with.
But they couldn't stop one single man from reaching the sanctum, so shut your gob and keep your eyes open.
They're not from the garrison.
I swear this passage used to be
The
secret.
enemy's upon us!
Of course it is.
Perfect plans, Clive. Perfect plans.
Yeah, I love Scarlet Cyclone. It's so good. Shows what you get for mastering abilities. Awesome. Cool. Thanks for the tip. Because, yeah, we were upgrading stuff last year, and I'm like, I don't know what this does. Oh, also, I should try out I have like a lunge ability now. I think it was X plus square, maybe? I have a lunge ability. Figure out how to use it.
It never stood a chance.
You're welcome.
The main tunnel.
That would be my guess. Sentries everywhere.
Well, there's only like 10 of them. We'll be fine. Stop worrying, Clive.
And all good things must come to an end. We might have a bit more company from now on.
I like company. Let's go.
Captain, to arms!
Where do they all come from?
Summon the cannoneer! At once!
Get in there. That doesn't seem to do that ability. I'll have to look at my skill again and see how to do it. Because I don't remember.
It's only the fault of the likes of you.
I think this may be the moment I was talking about earlier.
What have we here? More insects come to be squashed? You will find my mortar and I only too happy to oblige.
With a talker.
Then let's shut him up.
Jeez, look at that thing.
Too slow.
Oh, you got me in the face. Torgal, you're getting hit, buddy.
Not this time.
That's a pretty cool flamethrower. Didn't work though. No, he kicked me.
You feel that? Something in the air.
Ether. It's ether.
Better make this quick.
Not this time.
Staggered, he's dead.
You know what to do.
Why won't you die?
Is he?
Bollocks.
He's gonna Kashyyyk.
Caching.
Wretch.
Save your pity. You'll get none in return. There's nothing left of him but hatred and rage.
Let's end his torment.
Ow! It burns! Burn it back! Oh, I keep forgetting he comes back with it.
Not this time. You know what to do, boy. Sick of Torgal.
13,000 damage. Ah, I was ready that time. Oh, I wasn't ready for that. Oh, pulled him from midair. Nice. Imperial Cannoneers slain. The Favor of the Inferno. Ignition. Residual. Oh, wait, we've seen that before. Increases ignition damage by 12%. We're riding Still Silk.
I'll never get used to that. Akashic or no, he was still a man. A man who drowned in ether.
It's no way for anyone to go.
Come on.
So Akashic is just...
God, duty's a death sentence in this place. Not that Sylvester cares.
I guess like inhaling ether, it is just kind of in the air.
Breathe deep of the blessing, my friends. Who said being a dominant doesn't have its benefits?
Sid, this is an ether flood.
There shouldn't be one here, should there? The workers couldn't survive this.
Well, it wasn't here last time, I can tell you that. Which means we need to be quick. The ether won't hurt us, but I'd rather not find out what it's done to everyone else.
The glass mines. High potion. Well, back to full health. We got a chest. Meteorite. And a potion. So I should be fully stocked on potions. Akashic Miner.
Miners. The gods.
Keep on going. The ether's made monsters of it. What we can do now is put them out of misery.
Isabel said she thought the Empire might be planning to abandon the capital. Could this be why?
She said you could call her Isabel. Never mind. If ever there was a reason to up sticks, an ether flood would be it. Those guards at the gate. They weren't there to keep people out.
They were there to keep the Akashic in.
Oh, there's a shiny there, but I definitely can't get through this. It looks like we've got to go around. Pinches of magic ash.
Doesn't look that far. Right. Why, yo? Whoa. Some help.
Hold on!
Not quite as spry as I used to be.
I'll take that as a thank you.
Look on the bright side, eh? At least you won't get lost.
Well, that's cool looking. War Cry. Some opponents will use the ability War Cry to invigorate themselves, enhancing their performance in battle. Look for the sword icon and try and defeat them before they can deal too much damage. Alright, who's War Cry? I don't see any. But he's the captain, if anyone was gonna do it. Yeah, it's him. Well, he didn't last.
Stay down.
Where was that gate that we saw the shiny? I thought it was over here. Yeah. Right? I think so. Yep. Oh, that goes that way there. Okay, hold on. We'll make sure I got everything back here. Steel silk. Alright, that's where I came in, I believe. To Gil. Bloody hides. Alright. Looks good. I wish I could sprint. Potion! Healed me, but I think it was full health. Ten chunks of Weirite. Another potion. Oh wait. Interesting. So this is not. Oh!
Alright then. It's over.
Alright. Where the heck did they come from? Oh, I can use this. There we go. Nope. Happened again, Miss Chan. It's been a while since that's happened. Alright, you know what? Let's worry about him after we take care of the others. Oh, calm down there, buddy. Calm down there, Mr. Champion. New enemies approach. Oh, too slow. Oh, poor Clive.
Not this time.
All right, I'm gonna take care of his buddies. Oh, was that one a healer? I don't know what that was.
There, boy. Sick of Toggle.
All right, I'm not seeing anything here. A little surprising. Kick it. Potion. They are giving me lots of heals. Coral sword. Is that any good? Oh wow, it's better than my flame tongue. Coral, while razor sharp, is also painfully brittle, which is why its use in all but the most primitive of weapons is almost unheard of. This sword of unknown provenance, however, is possessed of a remarkable rigidity, while maintaining an edge that rivals that of Odin's blade. Alright. I will use it then. Game talked it up so much.
Replace that wooden door with something a little more sturdy.
One thing I wanted to check. What was that lunge ability I got again? How do I do that? Is it here? No, it's down thrust. Oh, X plus. I thought I did that. Alright, I'll have to try it again.
On the count of 3.
What happened to 2?
Ask 1.
Once more.
Aye, seeing as you're trying now. As if that was going to keep us out.
A little dark in here. But we got our little flame orb.
The mother crystal's just up ahead.
Is it? I can't see a thing.
Well, unless someone's moved it.
Isn't the mother crystal the entire mountain? Oh wow.
there's no one about.
I knew it would be big. But this...
There. That's our way into the inner sanctum. You'd think they'd have patched that up by now. A sorry state the Empire's in.
Wait. You don't mean...
Aye. My little game of hide-and-seek with Bahamut ended here. At tragic cost to this remarkable architecture. Don't blame me, he started it.
But how did you make it out alive?
I walked. You should try it.
So Sid got here before and Bahamut stopped him. We knew he'd tried before, but I didn't realize he'd gotten this close. He was right there. That's so cool looking. Oh, race.
Them again.
Is there something you two want to tell me?
Maybe later. Keep your distance. Give them all you've got.
Oh, let me try that lunge. Yeah, it doesn't... I'm not getting it to work. What am I doing wrong with this lunge? Does anybody know? I mean, it's not that big of a deal because I have the charge.
Those creatures from Phoenix Gate be here in the mines.
Are the two places connected somehow?
I mean, I've got the Phoenix shift, so it's not a huge deal. But I'd like to know why that lunge isn't working. No way they left the crystal completely unguarded. Well, they didn't have much of a chance. There was an ether flood. Like, nobody but a dominant could be down here without dying. And Bahamut, I think, is off at war. So it may very well be unguarded. We'll see. Plus, they're abandoning the capital anyway, so.
That's enough. This time. There, boy. Get him. Sick control. Over here.
Oh, that one hurt me. Ow, rude.
was in the Imperial Army, soldiers assigned to the Glass Gate would tell stories about something they called the Guardian.
Can't say I saw anything like that when I was last here. Then again, I can't say I made it this far.
Let's just be careful then.
That is so freaking cool. What a view. Well, I'm thinking this Guardian is real. We're about to meet him.
Where did that come from?
If I had to guess...
Poor beast. Another victim of the flood.
Well, if it's a fight he wants.
Ready, Clive?
Always.
Oh, we got me. I parried it, but I missed him.
Not this time. Over here. Get him. Over here.
14,000 damage.
Where's he off to now?
Cauterize.
Look out!
Oh boy. Oh, I couldn't quite get to the side. Oh crap, I didn't save my health. That potion. When the hell did he get so low?
You know what to do, boy.
Oh, hello.
There, boy. There, boy. Get him.
15,570. Dragon dance. Boy. Whoa! Oh crap! Oh, I got out of there. Whoa! He's almost done. He's so close. Oh no, we let him do cauterize. I don't like cauterize. Oh, that was easy that time. Here we go. Hi. Oh, I'm getting closer. Oh, nice. Akashic Dragon slain. Huh, pretty crappy loot.
Are you all right?
Fine.
The inner sanctum lies just beyond. Chances are the palace guard knows we're here. We should move. Not that any sane commander would send his men into a place awash with this much ether. Clive. If this all works, and the blessing fades, things are likely to get worse for our kind before they get better. Being the last to wield ether will make our talents that much more sought after, by which I mean hunted. I just hope, in the end, they'll see that we didn't have any other choice, that it was the only way to get us to a better place.
And here I was thinking I was the uncertain one. Luckily, 2 out of 3 of us have faith in you.
Then it all starts here. Time to earn that menacing title. Sid the Vicious, was it?
Hi, Ron. Welcome to the stream, and thank you for the sub. I appreciate it.
We're almost there. Anyone having second thoughts?
Not me.
We're with you to the end, Sid.
Then what are we waiting for?
Well, I think I see why they call it the Drake's head. Kind of looks like a Drake head to an extent. A little longer. Shinies. And potion. Man, they give me so many potions. How much damage do they expect me to take?
It's beautiful.
The heart of Sambrek.
Well, that didn't work. I think we're gonna need a bigger sword.
Mine's bigger.
Thank you, Clive, but I meant that figuratively. The core's clearly made of sterner stuff. Taya's going to have a fit when she hears about this. Stand back. It's about to get cramped in here. That's more like it.
Clive, look.
What is that? Sid! Ifrit, I need Ifrit. Come to me. I can't do this without you. Not again. Where are you?
Hold on.
Where the hell am I?
Huh. It gets
I've
sucked
been
in.
here before.
Gets.
You again. Where are you? What do you want? Fuck. It's still alive. Get out of my head! I don't answer to you. I'm leaving, one way or another.
Guessing those circles are bad.
By the flames.
Turns out I was right. Yeah. Oh, that's probably not good. Hopefully that thing remains stuck.
What else can he do? That power isn't yours. But this is mine. I remember now. I have a fire.
It's go time! What's this? Embodying Ifrit again. See, they were nice enough to remind us. Oh, actually, hold on. Oh, like I have like way more control over him now. Alright. So melee attack with square, range attack with triangle, evade with R1, X is jump, ability mastery is shared with Clive. Backdraft. Press triangle after executing a fireball burst, the iconic version of Clive's magic burst, to perform a devastating melee finish known as backdraft. Wildfire. Use circle to sprint over an extended distance. Hold circle to lengthen sprint duration and use the left stick while sprinting to change direction. Other abilities. All abilities available while embodying Ifrit can be confirmed on the abilities tab in the main menu. Alright, here we go. Oh yeah. Oh, now we're talking. Now we're talking. Oh, backdraft right out of there. No more slow Ifrit for me. Think you can be over there, huh? What's this? Dodging like wildfire using the left stick while holding circle is an effective method to avoid Typhon's wide scale attack. Yeah, I kind of figured that out on my own. Haha, you're so slow. Dude, he controls so well. I love this. I thought Ifrit was always going to be slow and awful. I like the way he like slides around too when he attacks. It's super cool. Oh my god. 500,000 damage, no problem. Flawless victory!
It's done. How many more could there be? Oh, fuck. As you wish.
Oh, this is some interesting music. No, I didn't make it out. Alright, now he's giving me a fight. Ow! Rude! Oh crap, no! Oh, I made it. Oh! Oh no! That's freaking awesome. Oh god! Oh god! Oh, I'm getting my butt kicked. I shouldn't have talked trash earlier. Uh-oh, what's this? I don't like it. I don't like it. Oh, get me out of there! That's such a cool attack. Staggered. You! What a finish. Oh, I think I leveled up too. Level up! Level 26. The Breath of Fire. Reduces flames of rebirth cooldown time by 12 seconds. Maybe, but that's still, like, the cooldown's so ridiculous.
Clive.
Well, enjoy your nap.
You're wounded.
This, it's only a scratch. All right, the hole.
We'll find you a healer.
Here. No, you won't. I know who you are. And if you think I'm gonna let you have him... think again.
Sid.
one left. That'll do me.
Try not to talk.
Clive, for so long, I thought I had all the answers. But then I met you. And I learned it wasn't a good death we should be fighting for, but a better life. It's all very well, a man reclaiming his fate. But if he can't choose how he meets it, what's the point? So, I made a choice.
Don't do this.
The rest is in your hands. The crystal's blessing is a prison, Clive. And if it's an outlaw the world needs to help it break free.
Stop. Please.
I can think of none better than you.
In ashen grip, let ember glow, to kindle flames anew. I'm sorry, Clive. Had I arrived but a moment sooner. Do you remember me, boy? I saw you protect them. That was very brave. I know you're there, Ultima.
You have learned our name. What else have you learned, Phoenix?
My travels have revealed much about you and your ambitions. I know that it was you who tore me from my brother. And I know that it is his power that you seek. But know this. If you want him, you'll have to go through me.
Very well.
Breath breath of mine ancestors. Fill these lungs that I may dispel the songs of suffering.
A disturbance.
We'll leave. My brother alone. This is getting us nowhere.
We agree. No more games, Phoenix. We have come to claim our vessel.
And I said no.
These flames are nothing. You will know what it is to burn.
Yours is a fleeting form. I'm not fool enough to think I can harm you. But to protect my brother, I don't have to.
These are not flames of destruction.
Have you forgotten already who I am? Just try and get to my brother now. Fiend.
Defy your fate.
We've got to go!
Not without this!
Sid is not among the dead. Shall I send a Stolas? That won't be necessary.
The finest silks from the master weavers of Randalar. Come, come, feel its softness.
Chocobo
Make a nice
steaks,
gift for your
chocobo
wife.
sausage, all from greens-fed farm birds. None of the old courses you'll find elsewhere. Here, take a bite.
I've got peppers and peas, beans and beets. If it goes in a pot, I've got the lot.
Calmatives, curatives, restoratives,
Look all you like, sir. It's all fresh. Picked this very morning.
Restoratives, unguents, ointments, poultices, calmatives, curatives, restoratives, unguents, ointments, poultices.
Might I interest you in a potion, milady? Perhaps a soothing salve to ease the aches of the road? I'm sorry. I wish you well, but may the mothers guide you.
Calmatives, curatives, restoratives, unguents, ointments, poultices, calmatives, curatives, restoratives.
It's good to see you, Sid.
What have we learned?
The bearers are locked up in an old courthouse on the edge of town. And I hardly need tell you who is there to make sure they stay that way.
Kupka's private guard.
It's a trap. And not a very good one at that.
Another? What does he hope to gain from this?
I'll have the captives free before nightfall.
You do nothing of the sort. Our comrades didn't give their lives for you to get your throat slit in a god's forsaken slum.
So those in the courthouse should be left to suffer.
That's not what I said. I simply meant it doesn't have to be you who frees them. Damn it all. You're as stubborn as the old Sid was. Just don't say I didn't warn you. You're Sid now, and if anything happens to him, we're finished.
Please, we don't know anything. You have to believe us. We'd help you if we could.
But you're helping us already.
Forgive him, my lord. He did not mean to offend.
Quiet, you!
No sign of Hugo.
I'll wager he thinks as highly of his minions' traps as we do.
Then this should be easy.
Don't hurt us. I beg of you.
Quiet means quiet, branded scum.
It's going to be all right. I'm here to even the odds. Any objections?
It's him! The outlaw. Sid's here!
Should we?
Come on! Summon
Find the others! The bearers?
Safe.
The power of thunder. Clive has claimed a portion of the icon Rama's essence. Attuning with Rama not only changes the elemental aspect of Clive's magic spells, but also allows access to several new iconic abilities, such as Thunderstorm, which rains 11 bolts down on all nearby enemies, knocking them back. Ability details are found on the abilities page, or abilities tab in the main menu. Rama's feat. Rama's iconic feat, Blind Justice, can be used to launch a barrage of ball lightning at up to 9 targets determined by locking onto them. The lightning will temporarily remain affixed to a target and can be ignited by striking it. Interesting.
She dies here!
Well, let's try it. Oh, okay. Well, we gotta be careful about when we use it. What? How do I do it? Which to attack? Did I do it? Wait, hold on. Okay, I don't quite understand that one. Let's try some other stuff. What's this do? Ooh. Wait, I want it to attack. Alright, let's see. Maybe I press it again. Oh, there we go. Okay, I just press it again. Ooh, that's pretty strong. Not enough.
Titan sends his regards.
That's such a cool ability.
Enough of this! Let him play with the kitten! They brought a pet. You'll pay for what you've done, Sid.
Those things are fast.
We'll have to be faster. Nice try.
I like the way he pulled that down. That was cool.
This one.
17,000 damage! A new record! Savage? Oh god! Got me. He's fast. Turns out. He's very fast.
This one. Nice try.
Staggered. Oh my god, we wrecked him. Republican War Panther destroyed. Ooh, a lightning shard. The power of the icon Rama made manifest. This shard of crystal tingles the palm and can be heard to emit a soft hum when held to the ear.
To hell with this!
They'll tell Hugo.
Let them. There's been more than enough bloodshed for one day.
Murderer. All of our friends are dead because of you. Do you hear me? They used us as bait. Bait to lure you out of your stinking hole, all because you couldn't just let things be.
What are you even doing here? We never asked to be saved. Did you think we'd thank you? They'll never forgive us. We're all marked now.
For 5 years we fought to secure a better life for our kind. To see that we are treated as equals. Do you not want that?
What we want is to be left alone. Every time you show your faces, it is we who suffer.
It's all right. I'm sorry.
Just leave us be. This is our home, and this is where we'll stay.
Sid told us this wouldn't be easy. They'll come round.
If you say so.
We should go.
So interesting. 5 years have passed, and we still use the hideaway? That seems like a bad idea. The hideaway. Amongst the unfading remnants of ambitions long forgotten, do Clive and his companions forge a path to a better tomorrow. I mean, I guess that's unexpected. They probably wouldn't expect us to go back to the place where a giant massacre happened, but...
That night 5 years ago, we destroyed what for many was a symbol of hope. For a reason they'll never know. We cannot blame them for thinking us the cause of their misery. Though it's to give them a better tomorrow, they see only that we've made their lives harder today. Yet the boil must be lanced if it is to heal.
I can't help but wonder if we've made the right choice.
When Sid said that he wanted to create a world where we were free. Free to choose our own path. I honestly don't think it mattered to him if that choice was right or wrong. Only that it was our own.
I miss him.
A world where we can live and die as equals. That's what he wanted. What we want. And that's why I bear his name. It's why we've all chosen to bear his legacy. And I'm not going to let anything stand in our way.
Rides over, lovebirds. Home, sweet home.
Oh, the hideaway's looking quite different. Home sweet home.
Otto was asking after you. Let's go and see him.
Never a dull moment.
Are these the actual Otto and Karen, or did we just replace them with people that have the same name, just like Sid? Obolus the boatman.
Last I saw, he was in the mess, as always.
Welcome back, Sid.
Well, I'm certainly not going to get used to people calling me
Finish
Sid.
with that log so we can call it a morning.
Almost done.
Man, that guy. This guy's ripped. A stud.
Again! I seen schoolboys swing harder.
Otto will want to know what happened in Cosnus. I expect he'll be in the mess.
Ripped just like you, Alejandro. Dude, I could see it.
Look, it's Sid.
Staying long this time?
Hortense, keeper of the stores.
Clive. Is everything all right?
Clive, have you not heard? My name's Sid. Well, I gotta say, they have a much cooler looking place. And clearly the world recovered a little bit, because there's water and no blight. Lucan Lark's Tongue.
As hither yon dance autumn winds atop the autumn pier. Of Sid's return the faithful sing across the blighted mere.
Shelves are closed. Sign outside should have told you. Yeah, the sign outside should have told you.
But there's no sign.
Well, let those kids boss you around. Come on, Lazik.
Well, I should be getting back to it. Unless you'd rather...
Have we any more knuckle pies?
Oh, sadly not. Molly used the last of the chocobo in the stew.
Orchestra. What do we got here? R terms. Where the heart is? I think that's one we had. Jeez, there's so many. We'll keep it on this. What's that? To marinate yard chocobo. Prepare hen by draining blood and removing both head and feet. Offal, particularly the heart and liver, should be set aside for later use. Stir into a deep bowl watered wine, preferably of the red variety. Honey, salt, pepper, nutmeg, and any other seasonal savory herbs if you so desire. Add to the bowl the dressed bird and let lay in a dark room for a single turn of the sun. Break the breastbone and ready your force meat thusly. Chop together the heart and liver of the chocobo and mix it with the crumb of a stale barm and pepio or cupo nuts soaked in boiled cream, beaten mace, and as much thyme as will lie on the gill penny, and fill the bird, but not overly so. Lard the beast with boar bacon and spit the bird, tying it at both ends that the force meat not spill into the coals. Roast until skin is golden brown, taking care to baste regularly with drippings. Kenneth. Are you the real Kenneth? Or are you Kenneth number 2? Is that the Kenneth?
Does that one have blood on it?
Alright, who's Maeve?
You look like you could do with a drink.
Jeez, why is this so expensive? I just want to chat.
How am I getting on? Ah, about as well as you'd expect of a barmaid pouring sour ale for penniless outlaws in the middle of the Deadlands. And it'd be worse than that if Molly here didn't make the best stew this side of Stonehair, even if it is mostly just yesterday's leavings. Don't tell her you heard that from me, though. Oh, keep your mug handy.
Actually, you know what? I'll order a drink. Why not?
Welcome back, Sid.
But buy a round in the hall, that's a bit expensive. But give me a drink.
Might be a mo. Oh, you're not leaving already, are you?
Freaking expensive. Inflation hit this world. Alright, there's our Reet Stone. Hey, Karen actually made it. It's not Karen number 2, it's actual Karen.
And what can I do for you?
Ask about the hideaway.
Well, you won't hear me complaining.
It's even roomier than the old one was. Got my own stores, my own little counter. And thanks to you lot fighting the good fight, plenty of demand for me wares.
The only drawback...
It's the constant bloody racket. If it's not Doris and Otto barking their orders, it's Blackthorn and Bardoff banging away day and night.
Still...
If a pain in the ear hole's the price I have to pay to be Sid the Outlaw's partner in crime, I'd say I've got myself a bargain. Ask about the past 5 years. Has it really been 5 years since we left the old place? How time flies.
I remember it like it was yesterday.
We were all waiting to treat Sid to a hero's welcome when Kupka's lot turned up. Not that we knew it was them. They just poured in like a plague of rats, cutting down anyone and anything that stood in their way. Blood and bodies everywhere there was, and a voice crying out for Sid to save us in the midst of it all. I'll never forget those cries, try as I might.
You're our leader now, Clive.
So I go by both names, apparently. Promise me you won't let anything like that happen again. Promise me that come what may, Sid will save us. Alright, what's going on at your store, Karen?
Then.
She's still got crap. 5 years and you have not updated your store at all? I am extremely disappointed. Well, she did update this. She has 2 songs. Oh, and an elixir. Affluent nobles obsessed with finding the secret to eternal life have created an unprecedented demand for this quality herbal concoction, heretofore rarely used outside of battle. As such, its asking price has bloated to so great an extent that few soldiers can actually afford it. And it restores all of your HP. Fancy. Anything to sell? I still have Invictus. I don't know, it feels wrong to sell that stuff. It's got sentimental value.
Come again.
I don't know. Perhaps I should just have Blackthorn make me a new one.
Okay, so like, they act like everyone died. It looks like everyone made it out. Even Goots is here.
Clive, you're back. You didn't happen to run out of potions while you're away, did you? We've a fine selection of tonics and tinctures. Oh, perhaps you'd be interested in some new accoutrement. Gear.
I'm with you, Goots. I hate that word. Accoutrements.
Have you been to the toll? I hear a new shipment's just arrived.
Oh, no. I still owe her for the hairpin I bought my wife.
Alright, Blackthorn's got an assistant. Athanasi, apprentice smith.
If you told me you could fire a forge without a crystal or a bearer before I came here, I'd have taken you for a madman. But no, here it is. The secret's in the bellows, you know. They're Master Sid's own design. The other Master Sid.
What do you need?
Ask about the hideaway.
Things here ain't too bad.
I suppose. Got a decent hammer, a decent anvil, an apprentice that knows his hammer from his cock. Oh, and the furnace is all right and all, thanks to old Sid's bellows. The gods only know how I'd keep the coals hot enough out here on the mere without them. Not with bloody crystals, that's for sure.
Nah.
No, I reckon you won't find a forge like this one anywhere else in the Twins, and I count myself lucky to work it. Thanks for keeping me on. You need anything, you give us a shout. Ask about the past 5 years.
You've forgotten already? Because I haven't.
It was right pain in the arse getting this place into shape, especially with the mess we were in. Not that it was anything new for those of us who put the old hideaway together. Still, that don't mean I intend on doing it again. Use the forge.
So, what'd it be?
He can make 11 bolt, and looks like we'd want to. From heaven on high, far did his bolt fall for to deliver justice. Ikonamaki. Book of Levin, 420. Yeah, we'll go ahead and make that.
No scratches, right?
That's not even close. That's not even close. Nope. What about reinforce? No. Nope. May as well get rid of that, though. Alright.
Anything else?
Off limits, that means you. Yeah, Lancer, you need to sound like him for immersion. I don't know, is Chris here? If Chris is here, I'll do my British accent because it just makes him cringe so bad. Because it's terrible. Jackin, amateur Twitcher? Alright, I have to know. What is a Twitcher?
Look, Sid. Squeaks wants to meet you. I can't keep him, can I? Can't I?
Okay.
This plank will have to be replaced.
Nearly half the crates were lost to bandits.
But half weren't, and their contents will see us through the season.
What's down here?
Where did we put that sack of line? Sack of line.
That they bloomed at all is a blessing in itself.
Certainly doing better these days. Hello, Charles, botanist.
This tongue here pulls the black from the lake water and renders it clear. You'll have to ask Mid if you want to know how it works, though.
Alright, is this my office? I don't know. Nigel, the head botanist.
Much was lost when the first hideaway fell. Colleagues and friends. Years of hard work. But we did not let that loss defeat us. And our work will not be in vain. No. The spirits of our fallen comrades live on in every leaf and limb you see here.
Oh, he's much nicer than the previous botanist, that's for sure. Experimental record, Bahamel, head botanist. Oh, that guy. Mixed equal parts first-rate vineyard hummus from Gotland's bales with deadland soil. Of the 6 cuttings planted therein, 2 survived to flower, only to wither and die within a sennight, whatever that is. Even amalgamated with the finest imperial loam, the blighted earth is still affecting a nutritional deficiency. It might be remedied with some further source of nourishment, saltpeter or potash, or the dung of a racing chocobo. This shall be the subject of my next round of experiments. Foundations of Valithstian Botany. Morbol tendrils. After excising from the trunk, dry for 3 to 5 turns of the sun until brittle to the touch. Grind in mortar and add to warm cockerel milk to remedy gout, melancholy, and moon sickness. Caution recommended when harvesting, as the host may grow disquieted. Bahamut died. Rip. Well, he seems to be the only one, and I guess his assistant as well. Seems like just about everyone else made it out. Apparently Kenneth is still around somewhere. Otto made it. Gav made it but lost an eye. Tarya made it. Karen made it. Goots made it. I guess we might have lost the woodcarver Putin guy. Did Tomes make it? Harpocrates or whatever his
I can't
name
go
is?
and play until I finish my sums.
Well then hurry up and finish them. We need 3 for curling geese.
That is true. We did lose the original Sid. Shirley the tutor.
Ah, Sid. We were just about to start our next lesson. You're welcome to join us, but be warned. I tolerate absolutely no tomfoolery.
Ooh.
Good day to you, Sid.
That lady, a little tense. Who's this? Everard the Porter.
Can't catch a wink with all the clamour in the hall. The atrium's quiet this time of day.
Sid, what's the special occasion?
You're welcome to join us for a spell, if you think Jill won't mind.
Oh, really? Jill has a jealous streak, huh? Cassander Worrywart.
The lawsman says I can borrow as many books as I can carry. This was all I could carry.
Go on, eat up. You won't grow fat pecking at hay.
Yeah, they actually have like an area for their chickens now. They just walk around. Moving on up. On this blessed day, we are all Sid. Asta, a hopeless romantic.
No one works longer or harder than our Otto. You can scour the whole of Storm and Ash, and you won't find a better man.
Rodrigue, Physiker.
Lady Tyre is performing a delicate operation and must not be disturbed. I'll let her know you called.
Have you finished sorting those reports yet?
Finished? I ain't started. Been busy enough with my own work.
You're pulling my leg, aren't you? Otto's gonna skin me alive.
Even Goat made it? Who actually died? Seriously. It's hard for me to feel particularly sad about the event when, like, it seems like everyone I knew made it.
Until further notice.
Yes, Captain. I'll let the others know.
Even Goat made it. That's like the worst raiding party in all of history. They let every single person of importance get out of there.
War is brewing. I can feel it.
A history of Valisthian jurisprudence, the Continental Accord. The signing of the Continental Accord marks the beginning of the modern era of Valithia. Where the realm had once been riven by hatred and mistrust, the Accord built bridges, affecting many of the areas of realm-wide cooperation that persist to this day. The shared currency, shared calendar, and common system of bearer ownership, chief among its epoch-making achievements. Alas, in the years since the Accord signing, many of these old rifts have reopened. It is for us to follow in the steps of our forebears and wholeheartedly endeavor to usher in a new age of peace and unity. Even the Moogle made it! I'm glad the Moogle made it, but it's so strange. You're wondering what this new board is behind me, aren't you? All in good time, my furless friend. All in good time. Alright, well, let's speak to one of the other survivors. It's Otto.
Ah, there you are, Clive. Word of your adventures arrived this morning. Victor sent his thanks.
I doubt Kupka will miss the fools he sent to catch me. Not a single one of the bearers we saved showed any interest in coming with us. No one seems keen to join hands with an outlaw. Any news while we were away?
None worth mentioning. Gav's still off keeping an eye on the Republican army. Should be back any day now.
Understood. If anyone needs me, I'll be in the map room.
Still can't work that one out. There must be better places than the hull of a gutted airship to bury your nose in a book.
Yet this is where she's chosen to be. And I'm sure she has her reasons.
Vivian.
I'd trust I'm not intruding.
Back from your mission? I'm beginning to think your habit of surviving cannot be attributed to luck alone.
One might say the same of you, Vivian Ninetails.
I'll have you know that only 4 attempts have been made on my life, and none was especially memorable. So, to what do I owe the honor? Could it be that you've come for one of my lessons?
Is that so hard to believe?
Very well then. Shall we start with the state of the realm? To absolutely no one's surprise, she finds herself at the mercy of armies and outlaws. Well, mostly armies. Though that's not for want of trying, is it, Clive? But the real question is, how did we get here? Long though Sambrek's dominion over northeastern Storm has endured, recent days have seen the Blight wrest ever more land from her grasp. For which reason she has continued to wage war on her rival across the strait, hoping to claim less blackened pastures. But Odin would sooner pawn his sword than Waloed relinquish Ash. And the Empire pays dearly for every blade of grass bent beneath Sambrequois boots. Little wonder then that Sylvester set his sights on the crystalline dominion, an altogether easier target, possessed of no less ether. It was 5 years ago, while you were busying yourself with the destruction of Drake's head, that the Empire made its move, subjugating its theretofore neutral neighbor. A nation which could legitimately claim to be the center of the world. Certainly, there is no better place to stage an army. From there, the Holy Empire's reach spans the Twins. The non-aggression treaty was the only thing keeping them in check. But if they truly broke the pact without provocation, it is only a matter of time before others reply in kind. The Holy Empire, the Dhalmekian Republic, the Kingdom of Waloed, and of course, our friends in Yaran. Who will be left standing, I wonder, when the last drop of blood is spilled?
You were born in Twinside. Do you not fear for your home?
Oh, dark clouds are wont to gather over the Dominion. Yet in spite of it all, she has ever endured. And when the storm has passed, I am confident she will remain. Now, as to the matter of payment for today's lesson, complete a simple errand for me and we shall consider ourselves even.
Even? Right.
Return this volume to old tomes in the shelves. Tell him it was, adequate.
I suppose it wouldn't hurt to visit our resident historian.
Seriously? How did Tomes make it out? That doesn't even make sense. The man can barely walk. Did Gav like throw him on his back, leaking out of his sliced eye? I gotta say, they've really lessened the impact of that raid. I just do not care about it. Well, Tome certainly has a much cooler area now. Mithril, a mineral most mighty. Introduction. Mithril is a material of both passing hardness and luster, and it is these two qualities for which it is valued by the weapon and armor smiths of the realm. However, there is a third quality of mithril that sets it apart from steel or shell. Its durance. While even the finest steel may be melted by dragon's fire, become brittle in frigid climes, or turn to rust if not regularly and rightly oiled, mithril is, once made, eternally unchanging. In this volume, I will explain how one might go about making, shaping, and employing mithril in one's work. Hello, Tet.
Old Tome said the hideaway is built inside an airship. Said it was called the Invincible.
No, an airship might be invincible, but not the people within it. Examine spines. The sins of Zemeckis, An Illustrated History of the Twins, Volume 4, Tales of the Founder, and Mort d'Olivier. Simeon's Treasury of Knowledge, Volume ye 11th. Ye treasury of beasts, ye seas which gird about ye land of Ilithia on all sides doth churn most frothily, with diverse and deadly creatures. Among these are beasts more prodigious in size than entire islands, yet customarily as placid as ye very doldrums. Yet lo, when they do awaken, towering waves are driven forth, like in proportion to great mountains. Ye peoples of ye outer seas in which these creatures dwell doth live in great terror of ye writhing isles, as certain chroniclers make record of their being known. They don't even talk like that. That guy just wanted to be unique. Alright, hello Tomes. I don't know how in God's name you escaped that attack, but hello.
Norseman Harpocrates.
Now that is a name I have not heard for a long time. So long, in fact, I had half forgotten it was mine. Welcome home, Clive. You were missed, as always.
I believe this belongs to you. Vivian asked me to return it.
On Gods and Men, a heavy leather-bound tome containing the findings of one Anaximander of Canver, a renowned theologian who spent most of his life chronicling Valithstia's diverse religious history.
Ready? Our resident scholar devours books faster than young Tet does lemon tarts. Would that I could do the same, but alas, I no longer possess the necessary constitution for such indulgence, either in words or tarts. That said, I have continued my search for mention of the creature you encountered at Drake's Head. But without access to the great libraries of Oriflamme or the Dominion, I regret that I have been able to find little and less. I am sorry.
Please, don't apologize. I'll send word to our associates. See if they can't furnish you with more books.
I fear it is not more books that I require, but the right ones. Mayhap we look in the wrong places. There are still libraries to the north.
I'll see what I can do.
You are too kind. There are not many in this world who would indulge the whims of a tired old historian.
Not too tired to go filching Kupo nuts, though. Always got a pocket for him. Nicks him off the Moogle.
Hush now. We all know there's no such thing as Moogles.
The twins seem well.
Aye. Yet they laugh far too little for one so young. The loss of their parents weighs heavy on them, however well they hide it. Titan took much from us that night, from some more than others, and the wounds that remain, they are not quick to heal.
Which is why we must give them all the time they need.
That we must. Just as I must give you the time you need to recuperate. Good day, Clive.
Good day. Gav will be back soon. I should get some rest while I can.
Is there something I might assist you with, Clive?
Ask about the hideaway.
Look around you.
While it is a far cry from the Imperial Library in Oriflamme, in 5 short years we have amassed more volumes than most men or women might hope to see in their lifetime. No longer are the tales they contain hidden away from all but the privileged. We have liberated them, that they may fill the minds of all who hunger for knowledge.
Still.
There is much more out there, and as long as I draw breath, I shall continue to gather what I can.
Why?
One day, a chronicle of your own adventures might even grace these shelves, or failing that, the floor. Ask about the past 5 years.
It has been difficult, certainly.
When Titan visited his wrath upon us on that dreadful night, we lost much. He robbed us not only of our home and our loved ones, but of that which Cid fought fiercest to preserve, our hope. Hope that we might never have found again had you not taken his name and become our light in the darkness.
Had you not led us here.
To Binumir and the Invincible, where among the ghosts of the fallen, our journey can continue. Here in the belly of a Leviathan untouched by the passing of 1,000 years, does our hope burn brighter than ever, and here may it burn for 1,000 more. Ask about Tet and Crow.
I still remember.
The day I first met Tet and Crow, chasing their father about the hideaway one moment, clinging to their mother's Curdle the next. Whatever a Curdle is. The twins' love for their parents was something to behold, so fierce and pure. When they passed, I feared the void they left in the children's lives could never be filled. Neither spoke nor smiled for years, hiding themselves away here in the shelves to bury their sorrows in the leaves of these tomes.
And thank goodness they did.
For I believe the stories proved a welcome distraction, as over time their pain faded, and now they laugh and frolic as they once did, if not with more vigor. They remind us that no matter how deep our wounds, we all have the capacity to heal, and that happiness lost may be found again. I view the 1,000 tomes. There's definitely some new info in here.
I have a few new notes that might interest you.
Alright, getting close-ish to level 4.
What we consider today?
We have persons of interest. Dear God. Alright, Clive. 5 years on. An Imperial bearer turned ally of Cid the Outlaw. In truth, however, he is something much more. Not only the firstborn of the Archduke of Rosaria, but also the dominant of Ifrit, with the ability to absorb the powers of other icons. In the 5 years since the fall of Drake's head and the death of his mentor, he and Jill have strived to continue Cid's legacy, the light of Rama forever in his heart. After Cid, at the new hideaway. After Cid fell and his hideaway was reduced to rubble at the hands of Hugo Kupka, Clive took on both his predecessor's name and role, becoming the second Cid the Outlaw and leader of the re-established resistance. Together with the other survivors and their new recruits, he continues Cid's mission to emancipate bearers and rid the realm of mother crystals. Joshua Rossfield. Yeah, I wonder what happened to the attendant. Actually, did I read this before? A mysterious hooded man whom many believe to be a dominant of fire, he is never seen outside the company of his faithful attendant. After being captured by Benedicta's intelligencers and imprisoned in Caer Norvent, he slipped free from his bonds and escaped to Phoenix Gate. And was unmasked. Dominant of the Phoenix and former heir to the ducal throne, Joshua was thought to have died at the hands of the second Icon of Fire during the disaster at Phoenix Gate. However, he is very much alive, traveling the realm even now, his true identity hidden by a heavy cowl and an assumed name, that of Lord Margrace. Jill Warwick. 5 years on. Dominant of Shiva and Clive's childhood friend, after Clive and Cid spirited her away from the battlefield, where she was being forced to fight for the Iron Blood, Jill was placed in the care of the Hideaway's talented physicker, Tarja, who nursed her back to health. 5 years have now passed since the fall of Drake's Head, and she and Clive continue Cid's mission to emancipate bearers and rid the realm of mother crystals. And then at the new Hideaway. Dominant of Shiva and trusted confidant of Clive, leader of the new Hideaway. Together, they continue Cid's mission to emancipate bearers and rid the realm of mother crystals. Torgal. At the new Hideaway. Clive's faithful friend, he is fiercely protective of him and his allies. Loath as he is to lose his best friend again, and never strays far from Clive's side, putting the hunting skills Cid taught him to use in fending off foes and picking up trails. Then we have Sidolphus Telamon. Cid the Outlaw. Leader of the Hideaway and Dominant of Rama, Warden of Thunder, his plan to create a world where bearers and dominants could die on their own terms meant destroying the Mother Crystals, an act of blasphemy that would see him forever denounced as an outlaw. It was during their mission to fell Drake's Head in 873 that Sidolphus Telamon lost his life to a beast from the beyond, passing the title Cid the Outlaw on to his protege Clive. Hugo Kupka. Revenge exacted. Kupka's awakening as the dominant of the Icon Titan thrust him to the forefront of Dhalmekian politics, winning him influence over both the Republic's armies and its policymaking, as well as a personal fortune. His greatest treasure, however, was always Benedicta Harmon. So when a servant of Waloed informed him that his love had been slain by Cid, his fury toward the outlaw and his allies knew no bounds, and then in pursuit of Cid. Permanent economic advisor to the Dhalmekian Parliament and dominant of Titan, he has little love for his country, taking advantage of his position to benefit himself and himself alone. After learning that Cid the Outlaw, the man who slew the love of his life, Benedicta Harmon, still lives, he tasks his personal guard with capturing and torturing bearers in order to draw out his nemesis and take his revenge. Otto. At the new Hideaway. Chief Steward of Clive's Hideaway, Otto continues to serve the same role he did under Cid, being the primary person in charge of all monies and information coming into and going out of the Hideaway. Karen at the new Hideaway, one of Cid's most trusted allies after Cid's Hideaway was laid waste to by Hugo Kupka and his minions. She and her hard-working yet long-suffering apprentice Goots followed Clive to the new Hideaway in Benimir, where they serve him in the same capacity they served his predecessor, sourcing whatever supplies her fellow residents are in need of. Goots. As Prentice Smith. Apprentice to Charon, an ally of the Hideaway, after Cid's Hideaway was reduced to rubble at the hands of Hugo Kupka, he followed his nan in joining Clive at their new home on the lake. He has a keen interest in smithing, and spends that little spare time he is granted heating and hammering metal, just as Blackthorn showed him. Blackthorn at the new Hideaway, resident blacksmith of Clive's Hideaway, where he keeps the new Cid the Outlaw and his allies well outfitted with arms and armor. Though he is usually a sullen and secretive sort, his knowledge he is happy to share with Goots, who has long been eager to learn the art of smithing. Harpocrates at the new Hideaway. The Hideaway's resident historian after Cid's death and the destruction of his home, he joined Clive at the new Hideaway, establishing a grand library within the walls of the fallen ruin, from whence he continues to share his knowledge with any who will listen. He has taken the orphan twins Tet and Crow as his apprentices, though they have yet to prove the most attentive audience. Vivian Ninetails, a scholar and strategist who makes her home in the Hideaway, analyzing every shred of information that comes in from the wider world in order to divine the dispositions of the realm's armies and those who lead them. She offers her insight to Clive that he might better understand the lay of the land. The moniker Ninetales, of which she herself is fond, was gifted her by her fellow scholars in recognition of her ability to speak at length on almost any subject. Goat. Otto's loyal lackey, tasked not only with keeping the ledgers, but with reading and sorting the myriad reports that enter the hideaway and arranging assistance for those in need. Born a bearer, Goot was kept as a slave to the Oriflamme Tavern, whose keeper would beat him bloody. After being thrown out onto the city streets as punishment for a minor mistake, it was his fortune to be found by Otto, who took him back to the hideaway. Maeve, landlady of the Tub and Crown, the hideaway's much loved alehouse. Though she was born in Rosaria, her enslavement as a bearer saw her transported to Sambrec to work its wheat fields. However, when the farmer was unhappy with the harvest and thought to make an example of her for her fellow slaves, the Cursebreaker stepped in to instead teach him the error of his ways. Obolus, an old friend of Otto's from his merchant seaman days, now serving as ferryman between the shores of Benumir and Clive's hideaway. Knowing him to be a trustworthy and tight-lipped fellow, Otto invited him to join their cause after Sid's death, that he and his trusty skiff might help them build and operate their new hideaway in the lake. Kenneth, who I somehow didn't see. The taste of home. Chief cook at Sid's hideaway who lost his life. We lost Kenneth. Chief cook at Sid's hideaway who lost his life on the night of Hugo Kupka's attack. He was well loved both for his ever genial nature and the toothsome fare he concocted from the limited ingredients available in their deadland home. Indeed, many of Kenneth's dishes remain on the menu in Clive's new hideaway. Tet, one of a pair of young twins who assist Harpocrates in the hideaway library, or at least are tasked to. In practice, he spends most of his time reading books and teasing tomes with his sister Crow. Though their parents were both bearers, Tet was spared that burden. Alas, he was not spared the tragedy of losing both his mother and father when Sid's hideaway was laid low. Crow, one of a pair of young twins who assist Harpocrates in the hideaway library, or at least are tasked to. In practice, she spends most of her time reading books and teasing tomes with her brother Tet. Born a bearer like her parents, but spared the prejudice and persecution that they were forced to suffer. Alas, she was not spared the tragedy of losing both her mother and father when Sid's hideaway was laid low. Isabel, a woman of mystery. I don't know if I had this before. An ally of Sid's cause who makes her home in Northreach. It was she who informed the hideaway of the redeployment of the Sambreki legions following their chastening by Waloed at Belenus Tor, and it is she who will secure Clive's passage through the Northreach checkpoint. And first encounter. Proprietress of the Vale, Northreach's foremost house of ill repute, and one of Sid's trusted collaborators. Isabel is much admired by the populace for her elegance and refinement, qualities that have earned her the title, the Dame. Victor, a friend of Sid's and later Clive's, who keeps an ever-attentive vigil on the comings and goings in Dalmekia from his hometown of Cosnus. The Mysterious Watcher. Scion of a lesser noble family of Dalmekia, tasked by Hugo Kupka to trace the whereabouts of Sid the Outlaw, the man he believes slew Benedicta Harmon. His investigations lead him to Eastpool, where he overhears Clive and Gav's conversation and follows them back to Sid's hideaway, where he died. The Medicine Girl, an orphan girl who pays for her bread by making and selling medicines. And Ultima, an otherworldly being that Clive encountered in the inner sanctum of Drake's Head. He addressed Clive as Mythos before attempting to merge their consciousnesses. However, Clive was able to summon the will to resist the creature before Joshua returned from the dead to imprison it in a cage of flame that he sealed away in his own heart. That will not end well. We already know that. Lay of the Land. Valithia, after the fall of Drake's Head. A realm comprising the twin continents of Storm and Ash over which the Mother Crystals stand timeless vigil. Timeless, that is, until Sid and his disciples commenced their campaign to bring each one, starting with Drake's Head, crashing down, spreading chaos and confusion throughout the great cities and nations of Valithia. Alright, then we have Sid's hideaway. Following the destruction of the Dominion. A hidden refuge built on fallen ruins in the blighted lands of Central Storm. Here, Cid and his adopted family of freed bearers from across the Twins made their home. That is, until the fledgling utopia was brought crashing down after its location was discovered by Hugo Kupka, apparently, not Kupka. Kupka. That's going to be weird. Dominant of Titan in the year 873. In but a single night, the hideaway was destroyed, fewer than half managing to escape the slaughter visited upon them by Kupka and his men. The hideaway, established under the leadership of Clive Rossfield, who took on the title of Cid after his former leader's passing and Titan's destruction of the old hideaway. Here, a community of like-minded individuals from across the realm has gathered to build a place where people can live and die on their own terms. Like its predecessor, it is built within fallen ruins deep within the deadlands of Central Storm. Decidedly unlike its predecessor, however, it is located in the center of a lake, Binumir, across whose waters any invading enemy can easily be spotted long before their arrival. Except for they're definitely not getting away from this position. Binumir, a lake in the Blighted Lands on the southern edge of the former Grand Duchy of Rosaria, named for the dragon that some tales say created the basin when it fell from the sky. Fallen airships dot its expansive waters like forgotten cenotaphs, leading some to liken it to a graveyard. Its remote location, far from any trade route and deep inside the Deadlands, made it an obvious choice for Clive when faced with rebuilding Cid's legacy. The fall of the hideaway. An assault by Hugo Kupka, dominant of Titan, and his private guard on the first hideaway of Cid the Outlaw in the year 873. The safe haven established amongst forgotten ruins long consumed by the Blight was entirely destroyed, and many of Cid's collaborators and the bearers they had freed from servitude were slain. Holy Empire of Sambrek. After the fall of Drake's Head. A nation occupying the northeastern reaches of the continent of Storm. After suffering the ignominy, I always hate that word. Ignominy? I don't know. After suffering the ignominy of losing Drake's Head to an audacious assault by the outlaw Cid in 873, the Empire set its sights on the mother crystal of its nearest neighbor, the Crystalline Dominion. Sambrek's legions duly stormed the historically neutral territory and installed the imperial capital at Twinside. The brazen act of conquest sent shockwaves across Valisthia and heightened the already considerable tension between the Empire and the Dalmekian Republic. Oriflamme, capital no longer. Former capital of the Holy Empire of Sambrek. After its mother crystal was destroyed in an attack by Cid the Outlaw in the year 873, the decision was made to move the throne and her armies south to the Crystalline Dominion, regardless of whether or not the Dominion's citizens approved. Oriflamme has since fallen gradually into decline, having lost the Mother's blessing and all the benefits it brought. Drake's Head. After the Mother's fall. The Mother Crystal upon whose wings did Sambrek ascend to geopolitical supremacy. It towered over the holy capital of Oriflamme, its mighty silhouette a testament to the power and permanence of the Empire. And then, in the year 873, it fell at the hand of Cid the Outlaw. The fall of Drake's Head. In the year 873, Cid the Outlaw, along with certain of his allies, infiltrated the Sambreki capital of Oriflamme, bringing down its mother crystal in a daring and unprecedented attack. Investigations after the fact concluded that the infiltrators took advantage of the disturbance caused by an ether flood to gain entry to the Empire's holy sanctum. In the aftermath of the incident, Cid was declared a wanted man, and the faction he led a criminal enterprise, to be hounded across Valisthia. Northreach. Basic information. A town which doubles as a defensive gateway to Sambrek's holy capital of Oriflamme. It was originally a purely military outpost, a towering bastion constructed to prevent land-based assaults on the capital from the southwest. To this day, a heavily guarded checkpoint ensures that none can pass through the wall without prior authorization, and as such, the need to linger here prior to entering has led to the rise of a thriving market and various other commercial enterprises on the wall's southern side. The garrison, however, along with the inns and brothels most of the soldiers frequent, as well as the residences of the nobles who make Northreach their home, remain on the northern side. And then following the fall of Drake's Head. When Sambrek moved its capital to the Crystalline Dominion, Northreach went from being a vital gateway to the seat of the Empire to a forgotten country backwater in a matter of moons. and with the fall of Drake's head, the ether was soon leached from the lands around it, leaving the fields fallow, and the once thriving environs barren and lifeless. The Vale, Northreach's premier house of companionship. While it is frequented mainly by Sambrecht's nobility and military, Lady Isabel welcomes all with the desire, and the coin, to partake of the pleasures her skilled courtesans and courtiers offer. Few establishments in the Empire are as well loved or as oft visited. Moor, a farming village located in the rye fields of the Royal Meadows, not far from the Sambrechi capital of Oriflamme. Her residents harbor a strong hatred for bearers, more even than elsewhere in the Empire, making it a very dangerous place to visit for those who bear the brand. Glorious, maybe? A key strategic point in central Sambrecht. Its location just south of Oriflamme makes it a vital first line of defense against any assault on the Holy Capital. The road from Northreach to Cair Norvent and beyond to the Crystal Belt bisects the area, ensuring a constant traffic of Sambrechi soldiers and traveling merchants. The Dragon's Eyrie, a gently sloping plain stretching east from the Sambrechi checkpoint of Northreach. As the name implies, it is heavily populated with all manner of wild worms, and as such, the lands remain relatively unspoiled by mankind. The Dalmacian Republic. In pursuit of Cid. A nation formed from a federation of 5 smaller states, it is located in the southern half of the continent of Storm, and has its capital at Rendella. Also home to the mother crystal known as Drake's Fang, inside which stands Castle Dazbog, home of Hugo Kupka, dominant of Titan. Kupka, obsessed with finding Cid and exacting his revenge for the murder of Benedict de Harman, co-opted the soldiers of the realm and had them commit a series of atrocities in an attempt to flush him out of hiding. The Men of the Rock. Hugo Kupka's personal guard. On Kupka's orders, they ruthlessly gutted and destroyed Cid's original hideaway. Vengeance for the brutal beheading of Benedict de Harman. But Kupka's thirst for revenge is not yet slaked, and it is with reckless abandon that he employs his minions to commit atrocities across the realm in a bid to drive Cid from hiding. Kosnes. A town located in the rugged northern reaches of the Dalmacian Republic. Though it was once a thriving trading post, the coming of the Blight has served to both discourage travelers as well as drive off longtime residents. All that now remain are refugees fleeing from elsewhere, the black marketers who prey upon them, and barely enough soldiers to keep the peace, or rather to pretend to when they're not being bribed to look the other way. We have the Kingdom of Waloed. Following imperial occupation of Twinside. The sole surviving nation in Ash, Waloed has its capital at Stone here. Home to the mother crystal of Drake's Spine, it is ruled over by Barnabas Tharmer, dominant of Odin and Warden of Darkness, who has long harbored ambitions of extending his reach into the neighboring continent of Storm. Somewhat surprisingly, the Sambrechi Empire's incursion into the Crystalline Dominion prompted no immediate response from the king. He appears to be biding time and considering the next move. And the Crystalline Dominion as the new imperial capital. A once independent state straddling the continents of Storm and Ash, its capital Twinside is built on the tiny isles of Ark from which its mother crystal Drake's Tail rises. After Drake's head was destroyed in 873, the Holy Empire of Sambrecht declared Twinside its new capital in defiance of the long-standing non-aggression treaty. While controversial, the move, carried out by Prince Dion and his Knights Dragoon, proceeded mostly unopposed, largely due to the Dominion's lack of a dominant of its own, with which to intimidate the interlopers. Non-Aggression Treaty, a pact in which was codified the agreement between nations to refrain from invading the Crystalline Dominion and laying claim to its mother crystal, Drake's Tail. It both cemented the Dominion's position at the center of world politics and placed checks on the ability of key players to exploit that position. Not really. Alright, that's it for Lay of the Land. Mysteries of the Realm. We have the Heart of the Mother Crystal. The brightly shining convolution of shards that sits at the center of each mother crystal. When a heart shatters, so too does the mountain around it. Since time immemorial, sanctuaries have been built around the hearts for the worship and protection of these irreplaceable treasures. The Inner Sanctum, sacred chambers in which the hearts of the mother crystals are enshrined, believed to have been created before the time of the Fallen. They retain a portentous air even now, long after mankind has forgotten their significance. Crystal, the black market. One of the most valuable materials known to mankind, thanks to its ability to channel ambient ether from the air, allowing those without an innate power to do so to cast magics. And as most Valistheans cannot live without magic, its supply and distribution is heavily regulated by governments across the Twins. Though the penalties for illicit trade in crystal are severe, with demand far outstripping supply, many still dabble in the black market. Ethereal tolerance. The ability to resist the effects of ethereal exposure. This is higher in bearers and dominants, allowing them to survive concentrations of ether that would turn any human who lacks their gift. Some animals, including chocobos. This is higher in bearers and dominants, allowing them to survive concentrations of ether that would turn any human who lacks their gift. It didn't say turn into what, but okay. Some animals, including chocobos, also have a natural resistance to the effects of ether, but one of the many reasons why the birds are so beloved across the Twins. Ether floods, pools of concentrated ether that form on the land's surface, thought to be caused by an imbalance in its diffusion beneath. Though ether is usually invisible, at flood level concentrations it takes on a blue glow. Those with a natural ethereal tolerance can survive exposure to a flood, at least for a short time. But most living things will eventually succumb to its effects, losing their minds and turning akashic. Magicked barriers. Some dominants have the ability to call upon a part of their icon's power to summon a ward, a nigh impervious barrier that no magic nor matter can cross. However, its maintenance requires a continuous channeling of ether through the summoner's flesh, taking a heavy toll upon them. The larger the barrier, the greater the burden. Priming, the icon's toll. The act of a dominant transforming their living flesh into that of their icon, priming does not require a continual draw on the ether. It is rather maintained by the constant channeling of the vast quantities of ether imbued within the dominant's own body. This allows dominants to remain primed even when they enter the etherless Deadlands, but also results in the crystal's curse taking a heavy toll on them with every act of priming. Slave masters, those who own and manage bearer slaves. A bearer must always obey the orders of his or her master, and are largely forbidden from acting independently, even from speaking without express permission. When it is necessary to relinquish supervision of a bearer, such as when dispatching one on an errand, masters will often affix the emblem of their house or business to the slave's clothing, that they are not mistaken for an escapee. Airship, Clive's Hideaway. Legend has it that the people of the Fallen once sailed through the skies in the bellies of these ships, though all now lie shattered and silent on the surface below. The men and women of the present day are wont to repurpose those ruins for their own uses, both the village of Lostwing and Clive's Hideaway in Benumir being built around the wreckage of a fallen airship. Beasts. Actually, Akashic. The irreversible change brought about by a living being's overexposure to ether. Creatures are stripped of any intelligence or sense of self that they may once have had, and become suffused with life force, usually manifesting as extreme strength and aggression. Flora can also turn, resulting in their twisted overgrowth. Those with ethereal tolerance, however, such as dominants and bearers, are less likely to turn Akashic. Beasts. Animals whose evolution has been warped by exposure to ether, some gaining the ability to cast magics. Unlike bearers, however, they seem to have developed little ethereal tolerance, so it is not uncommon to encounter Akashic beasts in the vicinity of ether floods. Wild beasts are sometimes tamed by humans for use in warfare, the soldiers of Sambrek having a particular fondness for those descendants of ancient dragons. Sid the Outlaw, leader of the faction believed responsible for the shattering of Drake's head in 873. With a single act of infamy, Sid's name quickly spread to the four corners of Valithia and beyond. Alright, that's... oh wait, that's not it. Wait, what was that? Oh, this is the last one. Mythos. The name by which Ultima addresses Clive. It appears to be his title for the vessel for limitless power that he means to make of the young Lord Marquess. But to what end he requires such a thing, only Ultima knows. And a vessel, a name that the being known as Ultima gives to Clive, it appears to be synonymous with Mythos. Alright, and then finally the bestiary. We have Rama, Hidden Truths. the Warden of Thunder, whose power most lately awakened within Sidolphus Telamon. Dominance of the icon most often emerge among descendants of the Motes of Thunder, a tribe who once dwelled in the lands of Central Ash, lands that the Kingdom of Alud now lays claim to. Mayhap in part due to the tribe's comparatively advanced learning, Rama is associated with wisdom and judgment to this day. Typhon. Seemingly drawn to the destruction at the heart of Drake's head, Ultima emerged from a tear in reality wearing the skin of Typhon, a withered and wizened colossus, and drew Clive into a space between worlds wherein the ethereal entity might test his worth as a vessel. And then we have raptors. Though still widely believed by the common folk of Sambrek to be the descendants of dragons, on account of their leathery wings, meagerness of plumage, and distinct ability to spit fire, learned scholars have long since concluded that these deceptively reptilian creatures are none other than birds of prey, which, over countless centuries of hunting creatures on the ground, have simply lost their capacity for flight. Vultures, opportunistic avians that like many other predatory birds, prefer to stealthily swoop down on foes from above and skewer them with their razor-sharp beaks. Though they are thought to primarily feed on carrion, traveling in large flocks in search of the dead and dying, it is not uncommon for vultures to attack living prey when times are lean. If you happen to hear their eerily human-like caws, schwarks, and warbles, it is best to find cover and quickly. Panthers. Archetypal predators known best for their brilliant spotted coats and a proclivity to lives of solitude. As is the case with most felines, the animals are severely strong-willed, and efforts by the Republican Army to harness their inborn speed and ferocity for use on the battlefield has been met with varying degrees of success. And finally, we have dragonettes. Lesser dragons known for their nimbleness in flight. Those specimens of the Sambreki subspecies known more commonly as the worm or worm are somewhat easily tamed, and as such widely employed in battle by the Imperial legions. Alright, as usual, we had a lot of new information there.
The door to the shelves shall ever be open.
And let's see. Talk to this kid again.
Old Tome said the hideaway is built inside an airship.
Nothing new. I do want to try to talk to that Ninetales lady again, though. Oh.
Not back a blink and you're already off solving everyone's problems. It looks good, Clive. Goes well with the scowl.
I'd had that brand for so long. I'd forgotten what life was like without it. What it was like to be myself. And it's all thanks to you, Talia.
The scalpel did most of the work. Ah, before I forget, a rider was here with a letter from Gav. Otto left it on your desk.
Otto stole us. All right, I'll have a look.
And then you get some rest.
Oh wow, I totally missed that his brand was missing.
What could Gav have thought worthy of a letter?
Interesting. Alright, let me go, like I said, talk to that Ninetales lady real quick.
Ah, my favorite pupil.
Ask about Vivian.
One would think.
My role was abundantly clear by now. I offer you and yours the guiding light of knowledge, that of matters military and political, both past and present, that it might illuminate your way ahead. For it is only by understanding what has come before that one might steer one's way towards a brighter future. Your role, meanwhile, is to ensure that I remain furnished with as much information on the state of the realm as your people can muster, in order that I might continue to appraise the dispositions of the great nations and those who rule them. And, of course, to pay attention during my lectures. It would not do to appoint the storied Ninetales as your tutor, only to disregard her expert advice. Ask about coming to the hideaway.
I admit.
When I took up my professor's bonnet and began teaching at the University of Canver, I did not think for a moment that I would one day count Sid the Outlaw among my pupils. But nor did I imagine that my fellow educators would have designs on my life, and we both know how that ended. Has it been a year already? Such is the peril of an overly inquisitive mind, I suppose. One is wont to uncover that which others would go to great lengths to ensure remained hidden. Were it not for you and our mutual friend having come to the rescue, my curiosity would likely have proved fatal. But instead, I was not only saved, but granted a new lease of life, as personal tutor to a band of outlaws, no less.
A far more reputable fellowship.
Than anything in the academic world, I assure you. Ask about the Crystalline Dominion.
My beloved homeland.
The crossroads of Valithia, where one only has to stroll the streets to hear news from every far-flung corner of the realm. Its mother crystal yields more shards than any other, and its lands even now remain untouched by the Blight. It is a blessed country indeed.
Or at least, it was.
Until Sambrek elected to invade and establish a new holy capital upon Twinside's heretofore neutral shores. It pains me to see the land I loved so changed, and even more to know that I did not predict it. I knew that Emperor Sylvester had designs on the Dominion, but to abandon Oriflamme, the seat of the Holy Empire since its inception, seemed too audacious a move even for him. View the state of the realm.
How may I help you today?
The state of the realm. By speaking with Vivian in the Hideaway's map room, Clive can view the state of the realm and learn more about the current goings-on in Valithia. Revisit any of the Nine Tails' past lessons, or take a deeper look at the relationships of those individuals in Clive's orbit. Let's see. A comprehensive grid of important persons and their respective relationships. The Grand Cast.
Here's the latest information I have.
The Grand Cast. Here you can view a detailed visualization of character relationships in Final Fantasy XVI that updates as you progress through the main scenario. Use L1 and R1 to cycle through pivotal milestones in Clive's adventure. Interesting. So the Rosaria marches, with the Blight pressing at Rosaria's borders and forcing ever more citizens from the duchy of the duchy from their homes. Archduke Elwyn rallies his nation to take up arms against the Iron Kingdom and wrest Drake's breath from their grasp. Yet tradition dictates that they must first march north to Phoenix Gate to perform the rite of the ancestral communion. Oh, and this ties in. This ties into the tome stuff. That's kind of cool. So this basically just shows where the information came from. It's kind of cool. The Knight of Flames, acting in concert with the treacherous Duchess Annabella, Imperial forces attack Phoenix Gate. From the chaos arise two icons of fire, the fateful battle between them reducing all to ash. And it shows our little timeline at the bottom. I like it. That's pretty cool. Death in the Defile. The Iron Kingdom's unholy crusade is on the march once more, this time into the arid wastes of Dhalmekia, where the Republic musters its main host in the depths of the Nisa Defile. Alarmed by the size and ferocity of the Iron Blood Horde, the Dhalmex call on the aid of their long-standing ally, Waloed. As the two sides meet each other in bloody battle, a small group of Imperial soldiers infiltrates the fray in pursuit of their own target. Yeah, I don't think I've ever seen a game do anything like this before. Cloaks and daggers. With Shiva lost in the Iron Blood in disarray, Dhalmekia is no longer in need of Waloed's aid. Benedicta and her band of intelligencers do not immediately return to their homeland, however, but take a detour to Sambrek and the village of Lostwing, staying out of sight of the Imperial legions all the while. To Caer Norvent. Their work in Lostwing done, Benedicta and her intelligencers press on to Caer Norvent, where they overthrow and occupy the poorly guarded Imperial outpost. There they hold the Dominant's attendant captive, that they might capture him in turn. General Doug's body. Oh. Wait. Interesting. Never heard him referred to as General Doug's body. Garuda's Rage. Sid and Clive best the Walooder force occupying Caer Norvent, and a combination of Benedicta's winds and the Dominant of Fire's flames finish the rout, shaking the castle to its foundations. Cut down by Clive, Benedicta flees, only to be set upon by footpads on the road and losing what little grip remained on her powers. Battle of Belenus Tor. As battle rages atop Belenus Tor between the legions of Sambrek and the Royal Knights of Waloed, Odin and Bahamut clash in the skies above them. Neither side is able to take the upper hand, leading to a bloody stalemate. With the holy capital in disarray and reinforcements not forthcoming, it falls to Prince Dion to break it. Salvation at the King's Fall. Cid's rendezvous with Gav at the King's Fall is forestalled by the presence of Imperial soldiers in hot pursuit. It falls to Clive to save the harried scout from certain death, after which he is only too willing to share what he knows of the dominant of fire who fled from Cair Norvent, that the man and his attendant make for the former duchy of Rosaria. A duchy despoiled. Clive and Jill return to Rosaria to find that the lot of its bearers has plunged since Annabella became vicereine. However, in the far northern reaches, they discover a vestige of the old duchy, the village of Eastpool, where bearers who fled from Rosalith upon its sacking by the Ironblood remain to this day, their protectors unwilling to surrender them to the Imperial Constabulary. The end of Eastpool. Acting on the orders of Empress Annabella, Imperial soldiers sack Eastpool and put the villagers to the sword, all for the crime of harboring bearers without the Empire's consent. Meanwhile, in Dalmekia, Hugo Kupka orders his men to hunt down Cid, the man he believes murdered his lost love. Onward to Oriflamme. With ever more Imperial land being lost to the Blight, the Holy Emperor and his council make plans to march on the Crystalline Dominion, in pursuit of greener pastures. But as they ready their legions, Cid, Clive, and Jill plot an invasion of their own, to infiltrate the holy capital of Oriflamme and redouble the Empire's woes. The Drake decapitated. Drake's head falls, plunging all of Oriflamme into panic and despair. From the ruins arises a rumor that the cracking of the Mother Crystal was the work of Cid and his outlaw band. Cid II. 5 years have passed since the fall of Drake's head, and yet the legend of Cid the Outlaw lives on. Clive has adopted both his fallen friend's name and his cause, and now leads the rebuilt Hideaway's efforts to liberate bearers in Cid's stead. Alright. What's this person's of interest? Oh, it shows each person in a list. Okay. Alright, and then we have Situation Map, an overview of current and past Philisthian affairs.
One must understand one's place in the world.
The Situation Map. Here you can view a detailed overview of current and past events relevant to Clive's story that updates as you progress through the main scenario. Use L1 and R1 to cycle through pivotal milestones in Clive's adventures. I think this is the same, but for like locations and stuff. Right? Oh, this is slightly different, isn't it? This is slightly different. All right. Are these? Wait, these are... All right, some of this is different. This is at least. I think. Huh. Rosaria marches, with the Blight pressing at Rosaria's borders and forcing ever more citizens of the duchy from their homes. Archduke Elwyn rallies his nation to take up arms against the Iron Kingdom and wrest Drake's breath from their grasp. Okay, so that's all the same. Maybe it is the same and I just